In the name of the God who created us, in the name of the Christ who teaches us, in the name of the Spirit who journeys alongside us, welcome home, children of God. The Lord be with you.
And also with you.
Welcome to First Presbyterian Church this morning as we gather together as God's people in God's name. It is good to be here this morning. I welcome all of you here today. A couple of brief announcements. If you would please take a moment, sign those blue friendship registers, pass them down the aisle. Would appreciate that. Move this down a little bit, see if the gain's a little high. Let's see. 2 weeks from today is our next joining Sunday. So if you are interested in learning more about membership or thinking about joining yourself, where is Kathy? Kathy Wing here this morning? Or Dawn? Okay. So talk to me after church today. Or just let mark that on the friendship register or anything like that. We'd love to talk to you about that. We are live streaming this morning. If you have any announcements to be made or anything, please make sure you're doing it from one of the mics up here. Julie's got a couple of announcements for us. If you want to make your way up, I'll go ahead and let you know. Today is the first Sunday of the month, which means that our Everyone Counts today goes to Food for the Multitude. Simply by showing up today, you are helping to support feeding ministry in Carter County that every week, in partnership with different churches around the area, delivers hot meals on Saturdays to about 250 residents in Carter County. Simply by showing up today, we're going to give $1 for every person here to Food for the Multitude. Invite you to put your dollar in the offering plate as it goes around as an act of worship. But whether you do or not, please know that simply showing up to worship today makes a very real and tangible difference in the lives of people in this community. And for that, I am grateful. And very quickly, before Julie starts, I want to share, this is not a Living Waters for the World warning. That's going to be our third Sunday. But I did just get a letter this week from Living Waters for the World thanking us for our regular contributions to them and pointing out that just last month, Living Waters for the World installed its 1,000th clean water filtration system, providing clean and potable water to people around the world and in this community. So 1,000 filtration systems, and your support of that helps make that possible. And I did want to share that with you too. Thank you for that.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It seems like we just had Thanksgiving, but now it's time to start thinking in terms of Christmas. And our church has two wonderful ways to celebrate the Christmas holidays. The first is coming up 2 weeks from today, and this is our progressive dinner. It started out as a function of the adult forum, and the rest of the church heard about it and said, hey, we want to do that too. So what this involves is a dinner that is hosted by 3 separate families. You move from place to place for different courses. Now, the addresses are listed in your bulletin, and what we need from you is to sign up to bring one dish for whichever course you want to bring a dish to. And I'll be passing around a clipboard today and for the next 2 weeks for you to sign up for this dinner. The hosts need to know how many people to prepare for, so that's why we need to have a list. So please try to come and bring a dish and join us. It is a lot of fun. Then in 3 weeks from today, the 22nd, is the big Christmas dinner here at the church. That's another one that you would need to bring a dish to come and join us. I'll have more to say about that one a little bit later, but for right now, please do sign up for the progressive dinner. Clipboard is coming your way.
Are you coming up to that? Okay.
Hello. So you all may have noticed in the entryway that the youth has the mitten tree set up. So We would love if you guys could bring handmade mittens or scarves or hats or store-bought mittens or scarves or hats to decorate the tree, and then all of those warm weather items will be donated to Good Samaritan. And also, the youth are going to the Miller's Farm next Sunday after church to make cookies, so we'll be caravanning from the church, and all are welcome to attend.
Thank you, Amber and Julie. Did I miss any announcements? Paul? Oh.
Two things, I'm sorry. Just two things. I want to remind everybody that next Monday night, the 9th, the Shepherd's Inn is having its 21st annual Christmas dinner. It's called the Feast of Joy. Those of you who would like to be a part of that, you can call tomorrow First Baptist Church, and they may only have a few tickets left, but I want to make sure our congregation had that opportunity. Tuesday night, this coming Tuesday night, day after tomorrow, we have our annual Vespers. We started it last year, and we're doing it again this year. Of course, the Vespers is an Advent Vesper service. We are so delighted to have so many people. Teresa
Bowers.
Thank you. Teresa Bowers and Loretta Bowers, and then also King University and Sandra Garrett. And I mean, there's so many folks who are going to be singing and being a part of this. Take and start your Advent season out right, and that is to come and be a part of this on Tuesday night. I think you'll walk away from that thinking this was a good experience. King University will be coming in, of course, and this is a collegium, which is the faculty, staff, and students who will be singing with our chancel choir. So hope to see you on Tuesday night. Thank you. That gain is up a little loud, by the way.
When I look around, I see shadows of hunger. So many people in this community and around the world will go to bed hungry tonight. When I look around, I see shadows of injustice. The rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer. Everyone saying, buy, buy, buy. And someone somewhere will fall asleep under a bridge tonight. In the face of hunger, we light a candle of hope. In the face of injustice, in the face of despair, we light a candle of hope. Let the light from this candle say to all that God's hope is coming on earth as it already is in heaven. Friends, be not afraid. God's hope is at hand.
Let's stand and join together in singing hymn 87. Comfort, comfort, now my
Tell my peace, success our God.
Peace, peace, peace. What are you going to do? Why? What are you going to do? Peace to you, sir.
Just get deep into meditation and be flat when the song
Be
comes
so
on.
flat you can stand. Make sure that you bring on your scripture reading. 20 counts. Hold it. There we go. 20 more counts. And hold it. That'll help. Okay? It's a short scripture. You're making trouble.
Listen, we need to work on our communication.
You got problems?
Yes, you do. We all do right now. Not in big deal.
Hang on. Are we good? Breathe during scripture. Breathe during scripture. 20 counts. Yeah.
Good morning. I want to focus our meditation this morning on darkness. We just heard about hope in the face of darkness. And many of the world's religious traditions focus this season on the coming of the light. We decorate our homes, we light candles, we wear bright colors and sparkles to celebrate the returning of the light. And today, on December 1st, we have 20 days of longer and longer nights. And unfortunately, in our culture, darkness has been associated with evil and not a happy time. I know that many of us miss the light. I miss the light as the days get shorter. But I just want to offer in our meditation today a way to hold darkness differently. So if you'll settle into your meditation posture, feet on the floor, let your eyes gently close. There's a little bit of darkness. And follow your breath. Settling into that internal darkness that's always with us. Our hymn and our readings this morning touched on the darkness of despair. The darkness of those times and those things that aren't quite how we think they should be. They don't measure up to what we believe or what we want. And we suffer. Our suffering brings us the opportunity to to gently pry our fingers away from those thoughts and ideas of how we think it should be. To practice letting go. And to let ourselves be with this world and ourselves as we are. Broken, imperfect, human. So take a few moments with letting go. Breathing in peace, breathing out, letting go. And next, I'd like you to imagine the darkness of our home, the darkness of earth, the richness of soil. And down under the surface, a seed, a bulb, waiting in the dark. Waiting in the dark for the nurture of the soil, the wetness of water, the warmth of the soil to grow. But for now, waiting. Breathing a few moments with the waiting, waiting in the mystery. And for our last image of darkness, I invite you to imagine being in the womb. Your being formed, your body growing, the mystery of life, nourished and loved. Most likely an imperfect love, but a love all the same. Now shift that thought of being in the womb to imagine being in the womb with all of life. The womb of the holy darkness. The holy darkness that preceded the flaring forth, the light. The holy darkness that holds the potential for all life. In love. For all of our imperfections, for all of the times we fall short, for all of the ways we are human. Breathe in that holy darkness. Breathe in that love without condition. The mystery is calling. The laughter of our imperfections. Amen.
There will be signs in the sun, the moon, and the stars, and on the earth distress among nations, confused by the roaring of the sea and the waves. People will faint from fear and foreboding of what is coming upon the world. For the powers of the heaven will be shaken. Then they will see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. Now, when these things begin to take place, stand up and raise your heads, because your redemption is drawing near.
Thank you, Teresa, for reading this morning, and thank you for that medley. I've never heard those two pieces put together like that. It worked beautifully. I like that. Thank you, our choir. So our young people on the back row back here, you guys in Sunday school this morning talked about today being a special day in the church here, right? What day is it? It's the beginning of the new year. I overheard a little bit of their Sunday school lesson, so I thought I'd tickle them momentarily. So today is the beginning of a new year in the church calendar. And it's always, every year, the readings that are given in the lectionary give us this